On our educational beat tonight, we've learned actress Felicity Huffman will serve 2 weeks in federal prison for her role in the college admission scandal. A judge sentenced her today in Boston.
And back in May, she pleaded guilty to a single count of conspiracy and fraud. Huffman admitted to paying an admissions consultant $15 grand to have a proctor correct her daughter's SAT exam answers. Now,
she is the first parent to be sentenced among those 34 charged in this scandal.
And with us now to break down what's ahead for Huffman is co-founder of White Collar Advice and author of Lessons from Prison, Justin Perperny. He's from Stockbroker, who also spent 18 months in prison. I want to get to that, but for conspiring to commit fraud, and he's previously advised Martha Stewart as well as Bernie Madoff. It's glad to have you here.
Do want to add, I know we touched on this, for confidentiality, you can't mention that. That's reportedly Bernie Madoff and Martha Stewart. But
thank you.
I know, yes. I want to start with the fact that you're not a lawyer, you consult, very important. These are high-profile celebrity people that you work with, right? They're used to being treated differently in the real world, but in prison, they're just like everybody else. What do you tell them?
I tell them that that's the reality of it. When they surrender to prison, they're going to stand for count. They're going to be told what type of job they have, what time they're going to go to sleep, what time to wake up, 300 phone minutes a month when they can visit. So it is a unique environment for them to not be able to manipulate some situations to their advantage. And that's part of the sanction and part of what the government hopes they'll suffer through in prison.
What generally is the reaction to when all of a sudden you have a celebrity that goes to prison, from whether it be other inmates, whether it be CO officers? I mean, what is kind of the response typically for them?
So we avoid all of our clients, especially high celebrity clients, to avoid staff. And it's harder to do when you're a celebrity because a correctional officer could come up to the celebrity new prisoner and say, I'm a fan of yours, I empathize with you. And that could lead to a lot of problems, namely from other prisoners who think, wow, they just got here, they're getting more attention, and here they are, here they go again, they stand out. So they have to create an environment where they're avoiding staff. They have to create an environment where they're not off-putting other prisoners. My mom taught me in kindergarten, you achieve more in life when you listen rather than talk. So that's what they need to do when they get there. They need to listen, they need to study, they need to think, rather than manipulate this environment to their advantage. If they do that, it can lead to problems. And that's one of the first things I tell them. One of our goals is to make sure that matters do not get worse. And if they behave poorly in prison, things can get worse. That much I can tell you.
When Felicity is all said and done with this sentence, what is next for her? How can she best situate herself to have a decent life after prison?
A lot of people knock her 14 days as if it's a joke. It's really significant. Yeah. Even if she had gotten probation, it's a lifelong stigma and stain being a convicted felon. And even after she serves her brief sentence, she's going to be subjugated to a probation officer. She'll be on supervised release for a year. And that's difficult with the probation officer breathing down your neck. She's going to want to work again. She wants to repair her reputation. I think she's doing a lot of things correctly. She's accepted responsibility. She owns it. She's not blaming anyone. Frankly, I think Lori Loughlin and her husband could take some cues and learn some lessons from what Felicity has done so well. Regardless of her sentence, it's going to be a long road ahead.
And it is important, I know, for Felicity to take, some action while she's there in prison. I know you wrote your book right on pen and paper there every day when you were there for those 18 months. So maybe she'll have some inspiration.
Expect a new blog or vlog coming from her, right?
That's right. Don't waste a moment on the inside. You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Thank you.